I haven't put any music up for a while, so here's a few songs for you. Hope you enjoy. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry, for Australia bound if we didn't all drown. The marks of our fetters we carried, in rusty iron chains we cried for our wains. Our good women we left in sorrow, as the mainsails unfurled, our curses we hurled on England and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the Foyle bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Oh, Doherty screamed, awoken out of a dream by a vision of old Robert dying. The sun burned cruel as we dished out the gruel. Then O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay. How many will reach their receiver? I cursed them to hell as our bow fought to swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. We buried our comrades each morning. In our own slime we were lost in the time. Endless night without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw and the gun makes the law. Neither wind nor rain care for bravery. 20 years have gone by, I've ended my bond. My comrades' ghosts walk behind me. A rebel I came, I'm still the same. On the cold winds of night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Back home in Derry, one of the first songs I ever learned back in the 80s. I love that song. Here's a song just as old. I'm only learning it, so bear with me. My late father, God rest him, he used to sing this and loved this song, so it's a special song. When first I saw the love light in your eyes, I thought the world held naught but joy for me. And even though we drifted far apart, I never dreamed but what I dream of you. I love you as I never loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet. 16. I love you as I never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me ere my dreams of love is o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet. 16. Sweet 16 made famous by Finbar Fury, I believe. An old song. I could hear my late dad singing that with me there. Who are you, me pretty fair maid? Who are you, me honey? Who are you, me pretty fair maid? Who are you, me honey? And she answered me honestly, I am me mammy's darling, with your Turaya. Folly little that, me diary, fall the little dairy, oh, will you come to me mammy's house when the moon is shining clearly? Oh, will you come to me mammy's house when the moon is shining clearly? And I'll open the door and I'll let you in, and devil the one will hear us with your Turaya. Folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, Well, I went to her house in the middle of the night and the moon was shining clearly. I went to her house in the middle of the night and the moon was shining clearly. And she opened the door and she let me in, and devil the one did hear us with your Turaya. Folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, When she took me horse by the bridle and the bit, and she led him to the stable. She took me horse by the bridle and the bit, and she led him to the stable. Said there's plenty of oats for a soldier's horse, he'll eat them if he's able. With your Turaya, folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, Well, she took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table. She took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table. Said there's plenty of wine for a soldier boy, drink it if you're able. With your Turaya, folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, Well, she got up, she made the bed, she made it nice and easy. She got up and she made the bed and she made it nice and easy. Then she took me by the hand saying, blow out the candle with your Turaya. Folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, Oh, when will I return again? And when will we be married? When will I return again? And when will we be married? When broken shells make Christmas bells, then will we be married. With your Turaya, folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, With your Turaya, folly little da, me diary, fall the little dairy, Thank you. That's the night visit. I think it was Jimmy Crowley song, could be wrong. Made famous by Christy Moore, of course, like most of my songs were made famous by Christy. This one is made famous by his brother, Luca Bloom. Dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly pains of hunger drove 1 million from the land. They journeyed not for glory, their motive wasn't greed. A voyage of survival across the stormy sea. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Some of them knew fortune and some of them knew fame. More of them knew hardship as they died upon the flame. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars. They brought their songs and music to ease their lonely hearts. To the city of Chicago, the city of Chicago, of course, written by Luca Bloom, made famous by his brother Christy Moore. But if you listen to Luca Bloom on YouTube, I think his version is even better than Christy's one. Okay, I'll do one more. Good old Cork song, Johnny Jump Up. It's a warning to people not to drink whiskey, drink cider that was stored in whiskey barrels. Created a concoction called Johnny Jump Up. I'll tell you a story that happened to me. One day as I went down to Youghal by the sea. The sun it was high and the day it was warm. Says I a quiet pint wouldn't do me no harm. Well, I went in and I called for a bottle of stout. Says the barman, I'm sorry, all the beer is sold out. Try whiskey or paddy, 10 years in the wood. Says I'll try cider, I've heard that it's good. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. After lowering the third, I made straight for the yard, where I bumped into Brophy, a big civic guard. Come near to me, by don't you know I'm the law? Well, I upped with me fist and I shattered his jaw. Well, he fell to the ground with his knees doubled up. But it wasn't I hit him, 'twas the Johnny Jump Up. The next thing I met down in Youghal by the sea was a fella on crutches, and says he to me, I'm afraid of me life, I'll be hit by a car. Would you help me across to the Railwaymen's Bar? After drinking a quart of that cider Tralee. But when I got up there, the truth I do tell, they had the poor beggar locked up in his cell. Said the guard testing him, say these words if you can. Around the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Tell them I'm not crazy, tell them I'm not mad. It was only a sup of the bottle I had. Said verse, well, a man died in the Union by the name of McNab, and they washed him and laid him outside on the slab. And after O'Connor his measurements they take, his wife took him home to a bloody fine wake. And about 12 o'clock when the beer it was high, the corpse he sat up, says he with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up, till I bring him a quart of the Johnny Jump up. Oh never, oh never, oh never again, if I live to 100 or 110. I fell to the ground and I couldn't get out, after drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump up. Thank you. Sorry, I got an itchy nose into the first couple of lines of that song. Anyway, let me see. One more. So, that song, Johnny Jump Up, was written by a fellow called Tig Jordan, I believe. Made famous by Jimmy Crowley. This is a song about Irish people that ended up going abroad to England, London, falling on hard times. Some made it home, some didn't, some ended up in the streets, and this is in memory of them. This is called Missing You. In 1986, there's not much for a chippy or swinging a pig, and you can't live on love and on love alone. You sail across the ocean, away across the foam, where you're a paddy, you're a biddy, you're a mick, good for nothing but the stack and the brick, and your best mate's a spade and he carries a hod. Two workhorses heavily shod. Oh, I'm missing you, I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly's neon. Who do you murder, or are you a spy? I'm fond of a drink, helps me laugh, helps me cry, and I just drink red biddy for a permanent high. I laugh a lot less and I'll cry till I die. Oh, I'm missing you, I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly's neon. All you young people now take my advice. If you're crossing the ocean, you better think twice, 'cause you can't live without love alone. The proof's around London in the nobody zone, where the summer is fine but the winter's a fridge, wrapped up in old cardboard in the Charing Cross Bridge, and you'll never go home now because of the shame of a misfit's reflection in a shop window pane. Oh, I'm missing you, I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly's neon. Oh, I'm missing you, I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm bit sore. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.